A year in the making, with a trail of 4 betas, 3 release candidates, and 1 name revision behind it, Firefox 3.5, originally known as Firefox 3.1, is now available to the general public. I'm Seth Rosenblatt for CNETDownload.com, and in this first look video I'll show you what's new in 3.5. Most of what's new is under the hood, but that doesn't mean you're not going to notice it. First off, Mozilla has incorporated their new JavaScript engine, making this the fastest Firefox on record. Called TraceMonkey, Firefox 3.5 is on average around 3 times faster than its predecessor for both loading pages and rendering JavaScript. It's no longer the fastest browser on the market for rendering JavaScript, but it's not the slowest either. Another big new feature is private browsing. Firefox isn't the first or even the second browser to come up with a feature that can turn off history, cookies, and other bits of tracking information at will. Mozilla's version is different in that the browser doesn't change its look when you're using private browsing, so someone looking over your shoulder can't tell if the feature is on or off. You can also delete browsing traces over a recent period of time or for specific sites. So if you don't want someone to see that you've been shopping on Amazon for an engagement ring, but you forgot to turn on private browsing, you can easily remove those from the browser's records. One of the coolest new features in 3.5 is that it supports native OGG video content and HTML5 tags like video and audio. This means that you won't need Flash to watch embedded video on certain sites, such as Dailymotion. Geolocation now comes integrated as well. A change in the fall of 2008 to use Google's geolocation tech means that when you search for something generic, like City Hall, Firefox will roughly know to point you to Pittsburgh, California, and not Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. There's also support for web workers, so browser-based apps can run in the background, better support for CSS and SVG standards, personas for easier theme management, and downloadable fonts. You can also tear off tabs into separate windows or drag them back into your main window. I'm not a huge fan of this feature, but that might just be because I don't use it that much. One I definitely do use though is Session Restore. In 3.5 you can select which tabs get restored. Finally. Because some of its competitors such as Chrome and Safari handle JavaScript much faster, if you only use web apps and have no need for add-ons, Firefox might not be the best browser for you. However, speed isn't the only browser benchmark, and there's a reason that Firefox still commands more than 22% of the browsing market on PCs. With a first look at Firefox 3.5, I'm Seth Rosenblatt for Download.com.